just, how has love played a role? Do you know the story of how Taryn reached out?
Prophetess Taryn?
Prophetess
A
Taryn.
little bit. I think, does someone know her?
Well, so she was involved in a Bible study online. They were doing it on the phone. A friend of mine
Mhm.
had done it for years. Yeah, for 5 years or something.
No, well, now it would have been 20 years ago they started it.
But in
Oh, okay.
let's say like 2015, I was going through a real dark season in my life, and I was
Uh-huh.
invited to a little home meeting where Taryn was speaking. And so she spoke a prophetic word over me that just gave me life for 6 months. And she came back up
Wow.
6 months later and spoke again, and it just gave me life. And I think 3 times she had a word for me in 18 months ish. And it just was, I was at the end of my rope, and she spoke things that helped me hang on.
Wow.
Somewhere in that process, or towards the end, I met CJ, and
Mm-hmm.
she needed help, but because of the abuse of churches in her background, she wasn't going to go.
Nope.
I don't want to go meet. I don't know what a prophetess is. I don't want to go to a home church.
Right.
I don't know those people. I don't want anything to do with it.
And who are they?
Right. Yeah.
Right.
But she, prophetess, got a word for CJ. I don't know how,
Wow.
but she on her own dime flew up to Portland.
Well, she tried reaching out to me through Messenger on Facebook. And she'd be like, "Can I pray
Wow.
for you today?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm fine, thanks." Like, I'm vomiting, I'm a mess, but I don't know
Yeah.
who you are. I'm not doing this. So she
Yeah.
on her own dime to come deliver the word in person.
And so a mutual friend of ours convinced CJ to go, because I couldn't. I had tried, and she's like, no, I ain't going. But she agreed to go. And CJ, when she went, it was this disheveled
I had a black hoodie on, like all tight. I was like,
yeah, I'm hiding.
Yeah.
I'm just coming in hiding with this
In a
woman.
dark place.
Yep.
Wow.
And Taryn very lovingly met her early, an hour before the service, went into a back room, shared some words from God that CJ will tell the whole testimony someday. Nobody would know. There was some of those
I was 9 years old, and I was like, "God, if you're real."
Wow.
And she came and delivered the word of what the Lord and I talked about.
Wow.
And so
That
That's deep.
that's deep, but that's love, right? That's love.
Yep.
It's for us, it's this deep connection with a prophetess, because to love somebody enough, I've heard a word, I've never met them, I don't know who they are,
But I need to
Yeah.
deliver the
I'm
word.
gonna love them enough to go to
I
Portland.
gotta get to them. Yeah.
And then when she met CJ, it's very sensitive, and so she shared just enough to not overwhelm CJ, and was
Mm.
comfortable enough to say, I
And
love
she
you,
let
I
me
know.
know that she knew what SRA was, and she had
Mm.
encountered satanic stuff, and how she could help get rid of it. And she was told the truth.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that first meeting was just earning the right to be heard, right? That's love. She loved enough just to come.
She met me where I was at, just
Right.
like the Lord does.
Yeah.
Right. And and that cost